Hello everyone guys, actually today we are going to discuss about our newest edition. Last week we posted the same exact car, but it's a different model. It was 2013 and this is 2012 Mazda CX-9 2012, but it's in very good shape. Let's talk about the engine first. This one have a pretty decent size engine for the 7-seater. It's a V6, of course, 24 valve, and this is the Mazda edition V6, not an inline, all-wheel drive. It's have a crankshaft on the back. Battery, all the kits you see, it's very nice and clean. There is no damage up here. This car have a clean history. It's a pretty good shape as well. The whole engine, it's 3.7 liter engine V6, I already mentioned, and the sound you heard about it, it's pretty quiet. The grille fact in the front, yes, pretty nice. No scratch at all, not a single thing. Okay, let's round about body first. In this side guard, no dent. Door, front door, no dent. Rear door, driver side, no dent. Back mud guard, there is no scratch, no dent. Behind, even behind, there is nothing mentionable. This car is totally fresh. Let's talk about the passenger side. Yes, barely noticeable right above the tire, rear tire. You see it's a kind of little bit of shake. It's pretty minor. It's very rarely noticeable. Now talk about the doors. No scratch, no dent. Front door, yes, there is a small scratch, but it's just a scratch. If you buff it up, I will definitely sure it's gonna go off. There are a couple of nail scratch on the door. Let's come to the passenger side. Front mudguard, nothing, absolutely fine. Let's talk about the tires. I will say 50% life of the tire, pretty good shape. In the back, I will say 70% of the tires are pretty new. This side, yeah, 70%. The front one on the driver's side, I will say 50%. Let's talk about what are the accessories we have on the back. So it's a pretty neat and clean, decent car. Even inside, it's pretty neat and clean. There is no scratch on the seats, there is no scratch even on the back trunk or anywhere. So let's open it up. Of course, there is a jack lock for open up the spare tire, because this model of Mazda, usually I found the spare tires is on the down, it's not up here. Open it up. This side, jugs are there. This third row seat, you can fold it up for more trunk space. This is how it goes. It can fold all the way up to end. In that case, you have to move a little bit forward the passenger seat, first row passenger seat. And let's talk about the down. Pretty neat and clean, decent. Tire is all the way up there. Now the exhaust, it's little bit different than 2013. I found it out 2013 it have a round exhaust with a pretty big size hauler on it, but this one it's like a oval shape, but the exhaust line is very thin, so it doesn't make like the turbo sound like that 13 one. Let's drive that vehicle. Let's see how it drives. Let's go inside. You can see the car odometer, it's pretty decent, red base on black. Then the mileage up here, it's 189,931. There is a manual checkup for the which gear it have. Then let's explain you all the functionality in the steering. Steering have a decent functionality, volume up, down, hang up the phone, pick up, change the mood of the music. You can cruise control, it's up here. Then rear, all the console for the wiper shield and everything, it's here. This side have a blinker functional. As usual, in the handle module they have all the automatic one touch only for the drivers and the passengers. Even rear one, let me check, no, it's like a holding button one. Okay, then door handle you have to adjust. Let's see how the car drives. I'm going through all those bumpy roads from the grass. So far it drives perfectly fine. I already mentioned all the AC modules is here with the volume, CD player, aux setup, FM setup. All the CD exchangers knobs are here. This is volume buttons. These are all function for ACs. This one have a heated seat. Okay, this is the lever up here. It perfectly hands up. There is a glove box here and cup holder, two cup holders. Let's talk about in the rear. You have a full control function, AC and heat unit. You can control it from here. And as I mentioned, this car is perfectly fine. There is not a single scratch on the seats or anywhere, even the ceilings. You see, that's pretty fine. Lights are all working. Standard size rear view. There is no blacking up, or which one it's called, like blur up one when you are driving in a high beam. There is no option for auto of that one. It's a pretty standard size. Okay, let's run the car. Let's see how it drives. These roads are pretty bumpy. This is a sports edition Mazda CX-9. Yes, I already mentioned about my previous video about that this Mazda engineers are really done a really great job on those Mazda's machines, especially on CX-9, CX series. And the CX series are usually, these are the most reliable cars ratings on US. Actually, basically not in US only, all over the East Coast, North America, not the East Coast, sorry. And you see, I'm going through all those bumpy roads. Really fantastic suspension, amazing. All the Mazdas I have driven so far, truly speaking, really good cars. And all the cars I usually review and we put it up for sale, those are like 10 years or couple of time more than 10 years, 15 years old cars, but they runs really good. This one is not 10 years even, this is 9 years old car, 190,000 mileage on it, but it's amazing. It's a very nice car. You see all the sharp turns I made, very decent and very good visibility throughout the windshield. Even on the side mirrors, it's perfectly balanced. It's such a big side mirrors, those are really important to avoid all those blind spots. So yeah, that's a very good engineering, all I can say. Actually, this is all about this car, and perfectly fine. 2012, 189,000 mileage on it. Make sure grab this car because it's gonna go very quickly, just like ours, all of other cars. And make sure subscribe our channel, like, share, dislike if you don't like our videos. If you don't like about this car, just put a dislike on it, whatever you want to do. So that's all for today. So hopefully you enjoy the video, and make sure grab this one before it goes. Thank you.